The political climate all over the world right now is super sensitive. It's weird. Everything is weird. We're in a weird time. I don't know.
We're living in hell. That's what the weirdness is. It's hell. It's the feeling of the hot hell. Ooh. That's what you're feeling.
I don't know if it's hot hell.
It's anarchy.
You feel like it's anarchy?
Oh, yeah. At least it's definitely getting there.
Yeah.
For sure.
I hope everybody's registered to vote or early voting. Did you early vote, Joe? Are you going to vote?
I've already voted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
You're not playing. I feel that.
I plan on doing it this week.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to vote on election day, but because the voting place is literally in my building downstairs. So I'm very happy about that. It's pretty great.
Oh, you're not about to vote?
I'm not about to vote.
You wait until election day.
Yeah.
You're going to go downstairs.
I'll wait.
You know what?
I will absolutely.
What all y'all doing
I'll
here?
I'll bring my tailgate chair and I will post up and I'll bring my little speaker, the little, be like one of those little old people in the park with the radio and just post up and wait.
I just want to be there to see how late you're going to be to the poll.
Because I live really close, and so I'll probably get there. I'll probably get there late. It'll probably be
I'm glad you're voting. I hope you do vote. I hope you guys encourage your listeners to vote.
We do.
Absolutely.
We absolutely do. We
every
encourage
episode
them to.
Now.
Yeah, every episode we encourage everybody to vote because otherwise, what do you?
Yeah, doing? I don't want our people to be fooled by Biden leading in the polls so early. It's the same way that Hillary was leading.
Right.
I don't want them to fall asleep at the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everyone needs to participate in some capacity, and not just in online conversation. I feel like I witnessed more people be active on social media this week about Ice Cube and his dealings with the Trump administration than I did about people really being pressed to vote and get out there and be active.
They say that 28 million people have already voted, which is an astronomical number thus far. Yeah. Hopefully that continues.
Yeah. I hope so too. And I applaud Ice Cube for really trying to further the conversation about the needs and economical issues that Black people in America face. I think being open to the conversation is an important step. I don't know if I would have taken the step that he's taken, but also he's done a lot for the culture, so I'm not going to tell him how to continue to try to shift it, how to move the needle.
I feel like he got a little too eager. He had a plan with CWBA, and I feel like he got really, really overzealous once the Trump administration said, "Yeah, we'll listen to you."
Right.
I think that's what happened in this situation.
Right.
He has every intent to do right, but he heard a no from the Democratic Party, considering the fact that they have to do a process for laws, and then heard yeah. And he was like, oh, yeah.
Well, I think it more so had to do with timing, too, right? The Democratic Party actually said, well, wait until after we get elected.
Right.
And then we'll circle back. Like, let's get into office first, and then we'll circle back.
Trump administration's like, yes, tonight.
We'll talk about it.
We'll do it.
Yeah. We can do it. We can totally do it. We've done everything so far, right, in this administration. They love to say they've done all these things, and we're like, where's the evidence? So,
one of the funniest, not so funny things that I've been reading all morning and yesterday, I keep seeing these headlines and these reports that say, if Trump says if he doesn't win, he's leaving the U.S. And in my head, I'm like, okay. Oh, so he's admitting to not really giving a fuck about us and compromising our government. Like, yo, if I don't win, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like,
what else is new?
Okay. Got it, buddy.
Thanks so much for holding it down. Thanks for holding it down, P.O.P. No, I look forward to that. If he doesn't win and he gets out of here, I'm all for it. I think it's great. I think it's a fantastic idea. But the part that's disheartening to me is watching him having been diagnosed with COVID, then not quarantined adequately after infecting almost most of his close cabinet and staff, and then continue to proceed to go to rallies and talk to people and be in close proximity with people with no mask on. That to me is the ultimate slap in the face to everybody that has been diagnosed with it, has passed away from it, has known anybody close to them that's gotten it, that's suffered. I just think that to me is the ultimate disrespect. It's just like his response afterwards was like, I'm probably immune to it already. I've always was. I don't know. I'm just a superhero. It's like, bro, what are you talking about?
He can't help it. He's just a disrespectful narcissist. He really can't help that shit. At all. So
it's all bad. But I am happy that at least we are trying to take steps to have those conversations. Kim Kardashian, I guess, was under fire as well because she's been having conversations. What happened, girl? I'm trying
to blend in.
I think you have to yell into the mic really loudly in order to really just replace Mandy. Kim Kardashian, as we know, has done a lot in trying to become, much more of an advocate for prisoners that have been incarcerated, that have, been convicted of crimes that they've either guilty of and have received too harsh a sentence, or we're not guilty of, that she wants to help them and represent them to get them out and plead their case with the Trump administration. And I guess she had an interview on David Letterman's. She was a guest on David Letterman's show recently, the one that he has on Netflix. And people were criticizing her for even considering sitting down with him to try and get things done. And I have mixed feelings about it, really, because I think her heart is in the right place. I think she'd like to make a difference because she's bored and she's wealthy and she's really, she has black children. She's married to a black man. I think it hits home for her on some level, but I also think that there is also a level of narcissism, and I think that is what attracts her and her husband to Trump, and their personalities kind of align in that way, is that they've all got these really ginormous egos that need stroking, and then I think that the messaging and the intent is kind of getting overpowered and overshadowed by that ego.
I mean, but what's the difference between her sitting down with him as opposed to Steve Harvey or Ice Cube or Kanye to sit down with Trump? I mean, what's the difference between her having a conversation with him to try to come to a common ground?
It's the White House. White House.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of white privilege in the room. That's why the conversation seems to be going differently with her than it does for Ice Cube, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong.
You right.
I could be wrong.
You right.
But it sounds about white. Sounds about white.
I see what you did there.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that.